Hey guys, it's Megan Lorson and I'm back with another video for you guys today. So this video was actually requested by many people, so I'm finally doing it, and it is gonna be my top advice and my top tips for those of you just starting in the industry, or if you're just getting ready to graduate, or maybe you just started cosmetology school and you're researching things and you're trying to figure out your path and what's next and what's for the future. But also, this video is great if you've been doing hair for years. It's a good reminder of just little things that make a huge difference in your career. This is my favorite career. I love it. I've been a licensed hairstylist for 7 years now, and I absolutely love it. And I feel like every year I level up. I feel like I still learn so much. And I think that's one of the most important things that I'm going to tell you guys in this video is it doesn't matter how long you've been doing hair, you can always still learn something, you can always still grow. And when you get to the place, or if you ever get to that place where you feel like you know it all, you've been doing it, that's when you need to level up and you need to tell yourself that you don't know it all. And that's when you can figure out new ways and different techniques. And for me, when I learn new techniques and see new ways to do things, it inspires me and it gives me life, and it gives me that motivation to keep going and do more and do better. So that is one thing I would say to anybody, is never stop learning. So anyways, let's get into the video. And I wrote down some things. I was like just typing them out really fast before this video because I wanted to try to remember everything. But I want to tell you guys a little bit about my journey too, as I'm kind of going through this list, just to share with you guys my journey and my experiences. I do own a salon with my mom. We've owned our salon now for 5.5 years, almost 6. It'll be 6 in May. So it's been a journey. I've worked in a couple salons, then I've been an owner. I also educate for Paul Mitchell now. So I've been on a journey. I've kind of done a lot of different things in the industry and gotten to experience a lot. I've taught a lot of classes at cosmetology schools. I've dealt with students coming into our salon and shadowing for the day multiple times. And we've also had a couple of apprentices in our salon. So dealt with students and people in cosmetology school, and picked up on a lot of things. I've learned things from them, and so I'm going to share some of those experiences with you guys and share what I've learned with that. But anyways, like I said, I've been doing hair for 7 years now, licensed for 7 years, and I started out going to a beauty school, and I didn't like it there, so I did about 4 months there. And we were getting ready to go on Christmas break, and I was like, I need to make a change because this school is not for me. And so I ended up switching over to another school, which was an actual salon, but he had a school at the time, and they were a licensed school and accredited. So I finished out my cosmetology program at this salon, which was really cool. And to me, it was kind of the best of both worlds because it was a school. This is a very small school. There was probably a total of like 8 of us there, 8 cosmetology students, but the salon was huge. The salon itself had, oh my gosh, at least 20 stylists at that time. So I got to see a lot of things in action and watch a lot of stylists, and on certain occasions assist some of them. And I ended up working at that salon. I got offered a job very shortly after school, or not after school, very shortly after starting cosmetology school there, and I worked on the weekends. And then eventually he told me that, well, he told all of the students there that we could come in on the weekends and get extra hours. So I would do some book work. If I needed to do my book work, I would come in, get extra hours. And then also he was like, well, I'll just count some hours towards you if you want to work on Saturdays. So I would be working, and he'd also count those hours towards my school because he knew I wanted to graduate early. So that was cool. So anyways, that's one thing I would say to all of you if you're in school, is when you're in school, you want to take as many services as you can. I cannot stress this enough, and it blows my mind when I go into schools and everybody is sitting on their butts and nobody wants to take services and clients. Blows my mind. I don't understand. I just feel like if you're in school to learn, do it while you're in a safe environment. Do it while you're in an environment where you can mess up and it's okay. So that is one thing I did. When I was in school, I never turned a service down. I took everybody that I could because my mentality was, I need to learn as much as I can and do as many people as I can while I'm in school so I can be the best when I get out. That was my thinking. But I promise you, you're not going to be the best anyways when you get out because there's so much more to learn when you actually get out of school. But it helped me so much. I never turned a service down. I took every service and anybody I could. And I was actually one of the very few. Everybody else was like sitting back, hesitant, like, oh yeah, you go ahead, take them, and didn't want to do much. And I think that's one thing that really helped me is that I never turned a service down. So while you're in the safety of having multiple teachers around and other students to help you, and just different things like that, take every service that you can. Get as many friends and as many family members that you can in there to practice on while you can. And practice. So even when you go home, take a mannequin head and practice different techniques. If you have spare time during school, because I remember certain times we would have downtime, practice. Grab a mannequin, grab another student, have a friend come in and practice techniques on them. I cannot stress that enough. And also, I would go home most nights and I would pull up YouTube videos and watch YouTube videos on different techniques and stuff. And it's hard because when you're in school, you learn the book. And whatever book you're learning, that's what you learn. And those are just the basics. But that's what school's for. School is to learn the basics, and it's to learn to get a foundation, and then you build off of that foundation when you get out of school. But I will tell you now, sometimes that can be frustrating because you're like, I just need to learn more techniques, and I know this isn't how most stylists do it, but it's okay. Because I look back now and I'm like, because I learned the basics in school of what horizontal foils do and how they lay and how vertical foils lay and what they do and cutting this way and cutting, 90 degrees and all this stuff, I look back and now I can do any haircut. I can look at any color and say, this is how to achieve it. I know how to achieve that because I can go back to the basics and know that horizontal does this, vertical does this. So the basics are super important, but it's also okay to research and kind of watch other stylists and see what they're doing. Okay, another one is to shadow as much as you can. So if you have free time on the weekends, maybe you can get a side job or just assist on the weekends at a hair salon, or if you have certain days that you're not in school, and just watch. It is so amazing how much you learn from watching somebody. We've had, so many different people come in our salon, and it's amazing how much you pick up on things when you watch somebody. And you don't even realize it. You don't feel like you're doing much. You're like, oh, I'm just watching them. I'm not. You absorb so much more than you realize, and you learn so much. I know I did. I watched so many stylists as I was going through school. And actually, a year before I graduated cosmetology school, I worked in a salon just as a receptionist. So it was kind of like I already got my hands and got my feet wet in the industry before I even started to go to cosmetology school. So I was just a receptionist, and I would kind of assist the owner there, and gave me lots of exposure to the industry. So if you are able to do that while you're in school, I highly recommend it. Get to know some of the salon owners, get to know some of the salons in your area, introduce yourself. You never know where that could lead or what could happen, but it's all about putting yourself out there. That is what this industry is all about. And also, one of my other big things is be teachable. I know that sounds simple, and some of you probably thinking like, well, yeah, I'm learning all I can, but it is mind-blowing to me. We've had so many students come in our salon and they are basically telling me how to do hair. Now, I'm not saying that I can't learn and I don't learn from students, because I 100% do. I learn so much when I go into the schools and teach. I learn new things from them all the time. And when they come in, I learn new things and techniques from them as well. It's crazy, but I do. But it's crazy to me that a good handful of them walk right in our salon. They'll stand by my chair, watch me work, and they'll be like, oh, well, at school, we do it this way. And it's not even in a way where it's like they're trying to figure it out. It's almost like they're telling it to you, like in a way where this is the better way. This is how we do it. This is the right way. I want to tell you guys, there's so many different ways to do hair. And there's so many different ways you can achieve a color. There's so many different ways you can achieve a cut. So first, know that. But second, just stand there and watch. And ask questions, but ask good questions. Like, really understand why they're doing what they're doing and why they're doing it the way they're doing it. Because you'll learn so much, and there's gonna be certain styles and techniques that you watch from other hairstylists and you're gonna be like, that is not the way I wanna do hair, or that doesn't seem easy. You know, you're gonna learn certain things that you wanna do, and you're gonna learn things that you don't wanna do. So just be teachable and soak up everything that you can. All right, and also, I don't know what number this is. I don't even know if I'm numbering them all. Maybe number 3, maybe 4. Market yourself. Now, there's so many students that are like, oh, I'm like, where's your Instagram? Where's your work? I want to see your work. And they're like, I don't know. I just never feel like posting, or I take all these pictures, but I just never. Just do it. It doesn't matter if it's the prettiest. The more you do something, the better you get at it, the more you want to do it, and you learn so much by doing. Just do it. I would much rather a cosmetology student that's getting ready to graduate come to my salon, and I would rather see their effort. It may not be the most beautiful work I've ever seen, and guess what? It's just not going to be. Like, don't even worry about that. What I want to see and what matters most to me as a salon owner and as a go-getter and a very motivated person, I want to see that the person is trying. I don't want to see that you have perfect work. I don't want to see that you're perfect at anything. I want to see this person is trying. They are really working hard at what they're doing. They really want this. They really want to work here. I can see their motivation. I can see their passion. And those few things to me are way more important than having, oh, the most beautiful Instagram pictures, the most beautiful hair that you've ever seen, because those things can be worked on. But one thing that you cannot work on is certain things like having good character, having a good work ethic, being motivated. Those are all things that I look for and that my mom looks for when we look to hire people coming out of cosmetology school. Is, are they willing to learn? Are they motivated? Are they go-getters? Are they gonna go get their clients? Because, and I'll go right into that. That's another thing that I think a lot of people expect. I'm gonna turn this a little bit this way. But I'm just gonna tell you straight up right now, do not expect to get hired at a salon when you graduate school and walk in and just have clients handed to you. You might be one of the very few small percentages that goes to a very, very busy salon. They have tons and tons and tons of walk-ins, and it's gonna be super easy and quick for you to build your clientele. That is highly, highly unlikely. And if you're one of the very few percent, which I was not, then congratulations, that is wonderful. Because for the rest of us, the 99% of other people, that's not gonna happen to you. You're gonna have to come in that salon, and you're probably gonna have to do the laundry and sweep up after the other hairstylist and assist the other hairstylist and help them blow dry and style and wash the hair. And it's gonna be slow going at first, but I'm telling you, if you can do those things and just stick with it and keep going, and market yourself and put yourself out there, You will build the clients. The clients will come, I promise. But I will tell you, the clients do not come when you sit on your butt, when you don't help, when you don't show your face in the salon because you're sitting in the break room in the back the whole time, the whole day, when you don't post pictures on Instagram. And people are like, what do I post on Instagram and Facebook? I'm not even getting clients. Like, what do I even post? Just post stories on your Instagram of you doing certain things at the salon during the day. Get friends in the salon and just braid their hair, do something to it. Or maybe it's not even in the salon, maybe it's on your own time. Find times and places to do people's hair and take different pictures and different angles of it. And it's okay if you post the same few hair pictures a couple different times, but maybe just post different angles of the hair, take a video and then just get creative and think of ways that you can grow yourself and grow your business behind the chair. Because it's not easy when you get out of school and you can't expect to have clients handed to you. And yes, that might happen some, but the best way is to put yourself out there. Go hand out your cards, go talk to other businesses and places around your area. Get them in, talk to your salon owner about maybe handing out some cards and say, hey, come in for a free treatment. Most of the time treatments, you can do those for so cheap. And if you give them a good wash house experience, that's what we call it at our salon when we take them back. We have a separate room where we wash their hair. We give them a wash house experience. We're not washing their hair and they're in and out and we're done. It's a nice shampoo and it's in a dim room and we have like lamps lit, so it's very dim, it smells good. We give them a nice shampoo and massage and like massage the conditioner in, and it's like a whole experience. And honestly, I'm just gonna throw that in right there. If you guys can give a good wash house experience, and if you really wanna catch clients, and you really wanna grow your clientele quick, give a good wash, period. And actually, that's kind of going into my technical side of things, but give a good wash. I don't care if you're not good at hair. If you give a good wash, you will have clients that will come back to you just for that. It is a great way to start growing your clientele. A little secret, but it works. Everybody likes a good head massage. So anyways, let's go into the technical side of things since we're kind of going that way. That's one thing that I see that I have to work with a lot of my students with, apprentices, is washing hair. And I was the same way. You have to get that technique down of washing hair. Yes, there is a wrong way to wash hair, and to be very technical, when you are washing people's hair, you want to rinse it for a good few minutes. You want to make sure the hair gets fully saturated from the top to the base of the neck. Make sure you get the neck. That's always the scariest part. People never want to go back here and get this part wet enough. So rinse it really good for a few minutes. Get the hair completely saturated, get all the excess product out of the hair, any buildup. Just rinse it really good. And then after you rinse it for a minute, then you want to shampoo and give them a good scrub. Shampoo, and you want to scrub everywhere. Make them feel like every inch of their head is getting scrubbed, including the base of the neck. And I will literally lift my client's head up and scrub underneath their neck, because when they get out of the wash house, they feel like their whole entire head has been touched, and they feel so clean, and that their hair is so clean and you didn't miss a spot. One thing that I notice students do a lot is they'll just scrub the top of the head, what you see the most of right here, and they'll get it really good right here, and then people are, okay, sorry, my memory card was full, so I had to delete some stuff. So anyways, you want to scrub back here really good. You really just want to make sure people feel like they get a really good, clean scalp and head massage and everything. That is the number one thing I hear from clients all the time, from new people, and just from when I started out, they just felt like, I just felt like they didn't wash all the color out. I just feel like they didn't wash my hair that good. So that is like a huge thing. And I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of things that you do in this industry, it is the small things that you don't think matter that really matter to clients. And this is something that we tell all of our employees and our apprentices and just anybody, to do everything with excellence. And people see that shines through to everyone around you, to everyone that works in the salon, and to your clients. So head washing is just a small part, and it sounds so pathetic, but it is one of the biggest parts, because how often do you wash clients' hair? Like all the time. So get a friend, get another student in school, and start practicing head washing and get really good at it. You'll really impress the salon owner, because it's very rare when we have a student come in from school that can wash hair. And it's amazing, because I'm like, wow, you've been in school for 8 months, 10 months, a year, and you still can't wash hair good? Like, it blows my mind. So we have to show them how to. So watch YouTube videos, get really good at it. If you guys would like to see a video on how I wash my clients' hair, I could definitely make you guys a video. Also, if there's any other tips or things you would like to know in another video, let me know in the comments. If you guys would like me to make a more like detailed video of any of this stuff, let me know. I'm happy to make it for you guys. And then another thing is with blow drying. We're gonna go into blow drying now, because that's another thing that we do every day, all the time, with every service, right? We blow dry and we wash hair. So with blow drying, there is a right way and there is a wrong way. And I will tell you the right way. So what you wanna do is, I personally like to blow dry hair with my concentrator on my nozzle. It's that little like straight piece, and it's like, the opening is like this big around, and it's like, you guys know what I'm talking about, hopefully, but it's the concentrator. I always put that on and I blow dry hair with that. And some people might have never seen that, and some people might be like, why does she use the concentrator? This is why, because I'm working smarter and not harder. I learned this in a class years and years ago when I was in cosmetology school, and have been blow drying hair ever since. Why? Because it blow dries the hair faster. I've literally blow dried hair in the salon where someone else, another stylist, apprentice, has not had the nozzle on their hair, and they're just blowing hair and air everywhere, just with the blow dryer, nothing on it. And I blow dry the hair way quicker than them. Way quicker. And they've already started drying like 10 minutes before I even started. And I just get in there and I'm like, 10 minutes, done. The concentrator concentrates the air on the hair, so it's blowing more air directly onto the hair, which dries the hair faster. When I don't use the concentrator, it blows air everywhere, and the hair takes longer to dry. So that's one thing I learned when I was in a class, when I was in cosmetology school. I was like, wow, that is so interesting. And it took me a little bit to get used to, because I never blow dried hair like that before, and it felt weird and different. And when things are weird and different and uncomfortable, you tend to not do them. But I stuck with it, I got comfortable, and now it feels weird if I don't have it on, which I never blow dry with it on. Every single person, I cap that on and I blow dry hair like that. So you want to dry the hair about 90% dry, and then you want to go in with a round brush or a different kind of brush, and then smooth it out, or whatever you're going to do. If you're going to do a volume blowout or add some wave in it, you never want to stick certain kind of round brushes in the hair when it is more than 90% dry, because you will be drying that hair so much longer when you are trying to pull out super sopping wet pieces of hair. You want to make sure it's almost dry before you take that round brush in and smooth it to finish it out. Otherwise, you are not working smarter and you are working a lot harder. Brushes that are okay to take in the hair when it's wet, if you're doing like a flat wrap technique, taking like a smoothing brush, it just really depends on the type of brush you're using. But you never want to be aggressive when you're blow drying the hair in a way that it makes people, sometimes you're blow drying the hair and you get to the end of the hair and it starts to snag. You don't want to just pull it out. Gently comb their hair. People can feel every little thing that you do on their head of hair, and when you're blow drying, and they can feel when you're pulling out knots in the hair. And you never want to make a client feel like you're being rough with their hair, that you don't care about the integrity of their hair. You never want to make them feel like you're breaking their hair off or anything like that. Because in my opinion, the whole reason people come to us, and at least in our salon, our motto is we always want people to leave with better hair than when they came in. We want them to leave with healthier hair than when they came in. So just little things like that. It's so crazy how maybe dumb or how simple those things sound as far as blow drying and washing hair. But if you can get those two down right there, that automatically is gonna elevate you, because I'm not even joking. I have to work with so many people with shampoo, giving a good wash and blow drying. And those are the two biggest things that you do in this industry. So get good at those. All right, let me see if I have any more tips for you guys. So yeah, I talked about being an assistant in a salon. So if you have any like connections, or if you're able to get into a salon and get into salon reality, get some salon reality. And what I mean by that is you're gonna find out really quickly that what you learn in school and how things work in school is completely different than salon reality. It's just so different. It's not gonna be probably what you think it is. It's gonna be a lot different. And like I said, you're probably gonna be folding a lot of laundry, and don't discard that, because I wanna tell you right now that part of your job is folding laundry. Whether you like it or not, part of your job is washing the color bowls. Maybe if it's not even yours, part of your job is washing the brushes out at the sink after they've been sitting in barbicide. Part of your job is to wipe out the wash house sinks. Maybe if you weren't the last person, maybe it's the back bar, shampoos and conditioners are getting dingy. That's gonna be part of your job. And I think it's a big misconception. And you know, like we have a receptionist in our salon, and she's also an assistant. She helps us blow dry, and she also does a lot of the cleaning. And yeah, that's her like main job. Her, you know, and serving customers and greeting customers and scheduling calls, but that's a lot for one person. And how we try to work it in our salon is that when one of us stylists isn't busy, or when we have a break, we clean up after ourselves as much as we can. Like we take our color bowls to the sink, they get washed out immediately and put right there. Unless we're crazy busy for some reason and it just gets stuck in there, then she'll come behind us. But in between, if I have time to fold laundry, I'm gonna go to the back and fold laundry unless I have something else to do. Or if I see the bowls or the brushes are piling up in the barbicide, I'm gonna take them out and rinse them out. So don't think that just because you're a licensed hairstylist, that's all you do and that's all you can do. Because it's not. The way we look at it in our salon is it's all about being a team player. Part of being a team, it makes the work environment better. It makes it better for the customers, for the stylists, for everybody. And it flows so well. And then, like I said, do everything with excellence. So when you guys go to start looking for places to work, or even while you're in school, practice it. Show up to school, show up to that salon interview, show up to that salon to apprentice or watch them with your hair and your makeup done. Come with your best dressed self. Show up on time, but honestly, even better, be early, be a little bit early. I can't tell you how many people have showed up with not their full self done and shown up late, and I'm just kind of almost like, thanks for coming, but you can leave now, because it just shows me you didn't take the time and the effort to show up with your best self. And to me, I don't have time to deal with people that don't show up coming willing to serve and help and learn. I love when people show up with an attitude and they're ready to learn, and they come with their best self and they're asking good questions. I can't stand to have people in our salon that are telling me how to do hair and, oh yeah, we did it this way and this is how I do it, or that's how I do it, and they come late. So show up every day in school. If you can't do it in school, you can't do it now, then you won't do it for your job. You won't do it later on when it starts getting more relaxed, when you've been working in this salon. You'll start. Just show up with excellence. Do everything with excellence. I think that's all I have for you guys. There's probably so much more I could tell you. I hope this video was helpful. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Hope you learned a lot. If you guys have any other video requests, let me know in the comments below. You guys can follow me on Instagram at megan.lorson. I post lots of educational videos. Almost every single one of my posts has formulas in it. I share all my formulas, and I share lots of education. So be sure to follow me there at megan.lorson. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.